Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Architectural Ceramic Assemblies Workshop 2024. My name is Omar Khan, and I'm a professor and the head of School of Architecture at Carnegie Mellon University. I'm also one of the organizers of the Architectural Ceramics Assemblies Workshop, or ACAW. The workshop is sponsored by Boston Valley Terracotta, the largest producer of architectural terracotta in the United States, and serves as a vehicle to push innovation, design research, and development. I'd like to begin by thanking the University of Buffalo School of Architecture and Planning for hosting the workshop for this week. Thanks to Dean Julia Zernick, Chair Corey Smith, Professors Chris Romano, Nick Bruscia, Stephanie Kramer, Julia Hunt, and Wade Georgie. Thank you also for the excellent hospitality, the incredible assistance through all the assemblies, and the continued support of this workshop. The Architectural Assemblies Workshop was conceived as a design residency and an educational support to introduce invited teams to terracotta's unique properties, its fabrication and manufacturing process, and also exploration of digital and analog techniques to design in a contemporary way with this ancient material. This is our 9th year running the workshop, and the workshop follows fundamentally 2 tracks, an academic track and a professional practices track. For the academic teams, the workshop provides technical support for faculty research and coursework focusing on architectural ceramics. This year, we were joined by 6 academic teams from Carnegie Mellon University, University of Michigan, Tulane University, the University of Kansas, Dalhousie University, and the University at Buffalo. Over the last 2 days, they have shared with us their research and student work. These presentations demonstrated how clay has captured the architectural imagination in the studio and research lab. We saw innovative uses of 3D printing and robotic technologies to explore the performative and aesthetic qualities of ceramics. Most importantly, we were joined by students from these schools who were able to work with the professional teams on finalizing their assemblies. I'd just like to give a quick hand to all the students for joining us this week. They did a wonderful job, and it's wonderful to have you join us. The other track at ACAW works with the professional architectural practices to develop an innovative terracotta prototype through which they can test the material's potential for their practice. This year, we're joined by 8 professional teams. Arup, Danish Architekten with Transsolar, Knipper, Helberg, and Tri-Pyramid. Indian Architects with Werner Sobek from New York. Make Architects from working with Arup. Pelly Clark and Partners, Super Cool Architects, Tuzé Studio working with Thornton Tomasetti, and UN Studio working with Walter P. Moore. For the professional teams, the Architectural Ceramic Assemblies Workshop was conceived as a residency to introduce them to terracotta's unique potentials and properties, its fabrication and manufacturing processes, and also exploration of different techniques for forming it. What is required of each firm is to commit work time to design assembly that uses terracotta in an innovative way. Work begins in February with regular meetings with Boston Valley Terracotta to develop a design whose terracotta parts are produced and made available for assembly during this week. Over the last 3 days, the teams have been assembling their prototypes, which they will present to you today. We are completing our 9th year and has amassed a wealth of knowledge on terracotta design and research. These projects are all the projects that we've engaged with have been chronicled in books produced for each year's workshop, and these can be purchased online. You can find the link in the books on our website under the menu item presentations. The workshop is organized by a group that includes me and Mitchell Bring, who organize and coordinate the academic teams, Mick Patterson, who shepherds the professional teams, Andrew Priest of Boston Valley Terracotta, who educates and consults the teams on terracotta manufacturing and design, and Andy Berman, who consults on glazing and ceramic craft. Finally, the workshop would not be possible without the leadership and guidance of John Krause. John has provided the vision and support for the workshop. The increasing ambition we see coming out of each year's workshop is owed to John's and Boston Valley Terracotta's commitment to research and innovation. So just a quick hand for John and So the symposium is being broadcast as a webinar and presented live here at the University of Buffalo. We have a packed schedule, and while we hope those online can stay with us for the full time of the symposium, you may need to come and go. Simply log back on with your registration and you should be fine. Just some housekeeping before we begin. We are eager to hear from you, especially of those who are on the webinar. And if you have questions for the speakers, or in terracotta in general, please do put those in the chat window and I will look to get to them as I can, depending on how time permits. The symposium also provides for HSW AIA continuing education units. If you are interested in receiving these, please provide your name, AIA number in the chat, or for those who are in the room, you can come see me and let me know your email and I will connect you with getting those credits. For those who don't have AIA affiliations, we are also happy to provide certificates of attendance for you. Okay, so we will now begin the symposium. We'd like to share the research and work of the teams that participated in ACAW. We'll have 4 teams present one after the other with times for questions. So at the end of each presentation, we'll have a little bit of time so you can ask specific questions. At the conclusion of the first 4 presenters, we will then have time for a panel discussion to explore some related themes that are emerging. Thereafter, we'll take a 15-minute break and then begin again with the last 4 teams, concluding with a panel discussion with them. So the first group will consist of Arab, followed by Super Cool Architects, UN Studio, and Pelly, Clark and Partners. And then the second group will conclude with Danish Architekten, Enyart Architects, Make Architects, and Tusay Studio.